Good morning, folks. Happy August to you. It's August 1st, which is Die Cutter Draw Day. I'm so excited. Guys, I spent the last few hours catching up on any possible RAK videos. Now, the internet's a little funky. If I move too fast, I can show you. You'll get a weird delay. I did it earlier, and I was like, whoa, what's happening? Oh, it didn't do it there. See? So the internet must be better right now. Earlier, I tried to film this video, but the internet kept going up and down, up and down. So the video was going wah, 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 literally, like that Charlie Brown thing that used to happen if you watched Charlie Brown when you were younger. So it's Die Cutter Day. Happy August 1st, everyone. It is Thursday, August the 1st, and we are drawing for our die cutter and die set tonight. And it's super exciting. But here's what I've been doing this morning. Besides doing the hand laundry, which we'll get to in a second, I have been watching all sorts of videos trying to make sure I have not missed anybody for this draw. So forgive me, those of you who I regularly watch your videos and I regularly comment. I might be a bit behind, and I'm definitely behind on my comments. And the reason for that is I'm spending all my time watching RAK that was uploaded while I was away, and any possible RAK I may have missed on people's channels, and watching the new videos that keep going up this morning. I'm doing that while washing laundry. Because as you know, folks, when you come back from holiday, you have a suitcase or two filled with dirty clothes. And I try to have this rule with my daughter. I have a super daughter-in-law. I've said this before. I'm truly blessed. She's always encouraging of me spending time with the kids. She's encouraging of us having a really strong relationship. And it's thanks to her that we do. And so I'm always grateful. So I try really hard never to send her home a big bag of laundry. Because I just think there's nothing worse, folks. You moms know what I mean. And you grandmas know what I mean, too. Because you had kids. You know. You know, you get home from a trip, you're all exhausted, you're all happy to be home, you drop the bags, and whoa, there's like 2 days full of laundry to be doing, right? Well, I gotta tell you something. Here it's a real challenge. We don't have a washing machine in the unit, which means that we have to carry laundry up and down 4 flights, and they're big flights of stairs. And the hand washing, I don't have a laundry sink, clearly, right? So I had to I called my mom to brainstorm some solutions, and I bought these big old bins, and I've been doing the hand washing old school style. And my mom gave me some tips for making sure all the soap gets rinsed out and how to get things really clean, but it's a lot more work. So I did the hand washing first because it's the hardest part. I did 2 old bins of it this morning, and it's already up on the line. And thankfully, because it's so hot here, it is hot today, folks. Hot, 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 hot. We're clearly over 100 already. Clearly. And so it'll dry by this afternoon, which is amazing. But I had to do that for the hand washing first because it's the toughest job for me. It's the toughest job. It's like all that old school scrubbing, rinsing, scrubbing, rinsing, letting soak. I mean, it's a lot of work. So 2 full loads are up on the line. So whew, that's out of the way. And then I got to get the other laundry done. That means going to a laundromat, believe it or not. So I might wait till tomorrow to get the rest of it done. And yeah, and I also need to clean up this place because it's a holy disaster. Seriously. 300 square feet. If you don't put stuff away, you're being lazy because we were really tired yesterday. It is now a holy mess. And it needs to be, like, all the floors need to be washed. Ugh, everything is like a mess. And then I've had to watch every new video that goes up. Because people did RAK yesterday, so I had to make sure I record their name for the draw. People had RAK going up this morning. Anything that could be potential RAK, I'm like clicking on the video to watch it to make sure that no one gets left out. We have a ton of draws, folks. I think I'm using one of those laundry bins to draw from because I did a quick test this morning, and even this deep hat, and this is deep, folks, does not hold all the names. Nope. We have so many entrants to this. So many of you sent. I mean, partially because of the wishes, partially just because you did, partially because you did it for this contest. I mean, we have so many entries. And a lot of you said, if I win, you pick someone for the die cutter or decide who to give the die cutter to. And I can't believe how many of you did that, you know, or you'll take the dies, give away the die cutter, or Alicia, give away both, right? I can't believe it. So many of you. And I want to thank you for that generosity because we definitely have folks here that don't have a die cutter. And honestly, it's too expensive to get them one. And I think it's important. You know, Letitia's die cutter got delayed from Amazon delivery, but it is coming to her today. And I know that's going to be a making change in her life. And I wish I could do that for each and every person on here. You know, we all have budgets. That's the problem. But at least today we're going to give away a die cutter and or a set of dies to somebody. And that's going to be a whole fresh start for someone. And that's wonderful because it means we're expanding their making. But that also means I got to watch any potential RAK that goes up today. So to my regular folks, I'm sorry. I might be behind by a day or so because I'm watching carefully. And every time I see something that could be potential RAK, I click on that button. Oh, yes, I do. and I watched the video to make sure because I don't want to miss anyone. I think that by 4 p.m. your time, which is 11 p.m. my time, we will be set to go with the draw. I think that's a good cutoff because we don't want to go into the next day because that would make August 2nd. And I said August 1st, and I am 7 hours ahead of most of you, not all of you. Some of you were on a similar time zone. Some of you, there's a bigger difference. If you're out in California or you're in Australia or the UK, the time difference is different. But I thought, okay, 4 o'clock is a good cutoff. I should have everyone entered. Everything should be organized. I should have been able to catch any last minute RAK. Let's hope. But that's going to be the cutoff. It might even be half an hour earlier because I got to make sure I'm awake and alert for this, folks. This is a big draw. Did you all see Miss Susan Tootsie Tucker's cute little flip book that she made out of Authentique? I'm telling you guys, I think Miss Susan Tootsie Tucker has inspired me to fall in love with Authentique. I have seen that collection many times, and I didn't quite feel the swell of inspiration in the same way I did this time. She's made some really cute things. She made some cards for her church. I don't know if you guys all know this, but if you watch Susan, you know that when she makes cards, they're all for her church. It's her way of giving back, which I think is amazing. You know, to give handmade cards to the church is really helpful. But she's made this great flip book, and it's so inspired me now to, when I get home, I'm going to get myself some Authentique, because I also like vintage. And I thought at first it was too clean looking, not vintage, but I now see what Miss Susan Tootsie Tucker's done with it. So I'm inspired, folks. Did you also see Lisa, my buddy, made new to create a Tuesday morning haul? I know a lot of you are staying away from haul videos, but I got to tell you, I watched it because I was having a little Tuesday morning withdrawal. And I live vicariously through Miss Lisa, who has a great Tuesday morning. Where, seriously, folks, the stuff they get there is just wow. But I often learn about new collections by watching it, like collections I'd never heard of. And this is what happened today. So I was watching her video while doing some cleaning, and I noticed there was this collection called Spellcast. Now, normally I love cute Halloween, and all of you sent me all that amazing stuff. So tomorrow I'm going to be back to working on Miss Kathy's and my prototype for the hop. But thanks to you, I can. Because all of you ignored me and sent me stuff anyway, right? Which I really appreciate. And Ms. Jellybean's package is here somewhere in the country, and I'm just waiting for them to send me. They sent me a notice that there's a big package here, so it either could be Jellybeans or Frank Garcia Studios. But they don't have a number yet for me to pick it up. So they will soon. So it's either Jellybeans or Frank Garcia Studios. And I can't wait. Both would be wonderful. But it's thanks to all of you that I can do the making for the Halloween. And I'm so grateful to you guys. And it's so cute, this stuff. Did you see Carrie Martin's cut-aparts? Amazing. So I'm working on that tomorrow. But today is not really a making day because I have to keep watching these videos to make sure I don't miss anybody for this draw. And I don't know if you all took a look at Miss Sabrina's video, but Miss Deb Henrick, you did such a nice job sending Caydee that RAK package. Guys, if you haven't seen what Miss Deb Henrick sent to Caydee as a surprise RAK, you got to go check out Sabrina's video. Miss Hendrick, that was so thoughtful and so beautifully chosen. All that beautiful unicorn stuff just made Caydee's whole day, and that was really thoughtful of you. You already had an entry in for our draw today, but if we were adding a second entry, you would have had one. We've decided one per person, folks, to equalize the playing field. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't go see what Miss Hendrick sent to Caydee. Oh, it was so thoughtful. So thoughtful. Anyway, so getting back to Miss Lisa, she hauled a whole bunch of cute stuff, but she showcased this collection called Spellcast. And for those vintage lovers, those of you that love vintage, right? Those of you that love vintage or are finding out you love vintage, Spellcast is a vintage-inspired Halloween collection. So this year I'm doing cute Halloween. I said that from the beginning, and you all sent me all the supplies I needed to make it, and thanks to you, I can. But next year, I think I'm going to go with vintage Halloween as something different. And I'll have to look for this Spellcast collection, folks. But when I get home, you better believe I'm going to be searching for it for next year. Oh, yes, I am. But anyway, go check it out. If you haven't seen Spellcast, go take a look at Lisa's Tuesday morning haul. Phenomenal. Phenomenal paper, phenomenal ephemera, super adorable, super vintagey. So inspiring. So inspiring. Now, speaking of inspiring, I'm thinking about all the amazing projects that I'm looking at on here. There's so many good ones. And as I'm watching for the RAK, I'm also checking out some really cool making. And all of you are doing such exciting projects. Such exciting projects. And hopefully in a day or two, I'll be doing some shout outs about those because there's tons of exciting stuff happening. But for today, it's all about you guys in the die cutter. So I'm going to be watching for RAK. I'm going to be rechecking my list several times to make sure that we got everybody. I'm going to check my email for Miss Lisa's list, and I'm going to cross-check those, and then I'm going to start preparing all the entries because it's going to take a while, folks, because there's a ton, and then we'll do our draw. Likely around 4 p.m. your time, which is 11 p.m. my time. The earliest it'll be is 3:30 because I think I need that much time to make sure everyone has a chance to upload their RAK. And that's really it, folks. I hope whatever you're doing on this Thursday, August the 1st, that it gives you a lot of joy. I hope that it makes you happy. I hope you have a few minutes for yourself. Like today, I don't have time to craft, but I've got a few minutes to watch some really inspiring videos. And that makes me happy too. So maybe that's how you're going to spend your 15 minutes. Maybe you'll go for a walk. You know, if it's not too muggy where you are, go for a walk and enjoy it. Or not too cold. Like, you know, folks, in Australia, it's winter. They have the opposite of us. It's winter. So Miss Alicia Love Letter Generation is freezing down under, freezing while I'm sweltering in the heat. And I like the heat. I like the hot. It's good for my illness. I've told you that. But today it's over 100. And it's hot, hot, hot and humid. And I know there are many of you across America in the same. I know Gemma Mom is also in a place where it's super hot. So you get it, girlfriend. You get it. All right. And I don't know if you all saw Miss Dina's amazing, amazing gift to Susan Tootsie Tucker. But Dina passed along the traveling butterflies to Miss Susan. And she made her the cutest book, guys. It was like in a belly book, and it was loaded up butterfly style. Go check that out when you have a second. It was super beautiful work. Hey, Dina. I always hear Dina's voice. Whenever I think about Dina, I hear Dina going, hey, Alicia. Hey, Dina. So go check that out because it's really spectacular. And who knows what Susan's going to do with it and where those traveling butterflies will go next. All right, folks, that's it for this morning. Miss Hendrick's beautiful RAK to Miss Caydee. Take a look at that when you have a second. So thoughtful, guys. And to send a kid a RAK is so sweet. You know, that's a nice surprise. And she's a crafter just like her mom. So I know she appreciated it. And I will be back on later today. Until then, thank you guys all so much for supporting this challenge. Can't wait to see who's going to get either the dies and or the die cutter tonight. Can't wait, folks. We got lots of people in need of a die cutter. Let's all keep our fingers and toes crossed that this machine ends up in one of their hands. All right. Until later, folks. Bye for now.